Picture a man who's walked through the ashes of fallen empires, his footsteps echoing in the marble halls of kings, the sun-scorched deserts of pharaohs, the frost-bitten courts of tsars. Count Saint-Germain, Chelsea Quinn Yarbro's vampire, isn't the snarling beast of legend. He's a lover, a scholar, a soul carved hollow by time's relentless march. For over 4,000 years, his story has unfolded, not in shadows of bloodlust, but in the quiet ache of clinging to humanity when eternity stretches endlessly before you. Today, we'll follow Saint-Germain's path through love, loss, and the weight of centuries, asking, how do you keep your heart beating when everyone you cherish fades into dust? Step into his world, where every choice cuts deep, yet every scar shapes a legacy that defies time itself. In Hotel Transylvania, 1743. Paris glimmers with opulence and treachery. Saint-Germain, tall and elegant, moves through Louis XV's court like a phantom, his pale, translucent skin catching the flicker of 1,000 candles. His piercing, dark eyes hold secrets no one dares unravel. Wealthy, ageless, impossibly magnetic. But then, Madeleine de Montalia enters his orbit, a young woman with fiery spirit, her chestnut hair catching moonlight, trapped by a sinister, devil-worshipping cult. He vows to free her, whispering his truth. He's a vampire, sustained by blood given willingly, his bite a sacred exchange, not a violation. Therefore, he risks exposure to save her, but the price is agonizing. He cannot love her as a vampire without shattering their bond. Should he let her live and die as a mortal, or transform her, knowing it will tear their hearts apart? This torment is the heartbeat of Saint-Germain's eternal struggle. In Path of the Eclipse, 13th century China sprawls under a sky heavy with war. Mongol hooves churn the steppe, and a warrior woman, fierce with short black hair and eyes like sharpened flint, draws his protection. He shields her from Genghis Khan's scouts, his own strength a quiet storm. But his vampiric nature demands secrecy, isolating him in a land where trust is scarce. Therefore, he saves her life, but her wary glance, sensing his otherness, wounds him deeper than any blade. In Darker Jewels, 16th century Russia's frozen palaces test him further. Ivan the Terrible's court is a labyrinth of paranoia, and Saint-Germain, cloaked as Rakotsi, treads carefully, his black hair tied back, his gaze steady. But then, a traitor's accusation threatens his allies, forcing him to act, risking the fragile mask he's worn for centuries. Yarbro's vampirism is no mere trope. It's a condition, precise and unforgiving. Saint-Germain needs blood, but only from those who consent, each act a dance of trust. Running water saps his strength. Fire or a severed head could end him. He carries earth from his ancient homeland in hollowed shoes, a lifeline to his roots. Roger, sustained by raw meat, trails him like a shadow, loyal yet eerie. In Hotel Transylvania, we see this in Paris, where Saint-Germain feeds with reverence, his pale hands trembling, his dark eyes haunted by the intimacy. But then, Madeleine's peril drags him back, her fate a dagger to his soul. This is his curse. To love with every fibre, knowing time will steal each connection, leaving only echoes. Madeleine's arc weaves through the Saint-Germain cycle, a delicate balance of hope and heartache. In Out of the House of Life, she moves as a vampire through the shadowed sands of 19th century Egypt, her luminous skin catching the glow of ancient stars. Saint-Germain guides her fledgling steps, his heart swelling with pride, yet her fierce independence carves a quiet distance between them. Their parting, steeped in the weight of eternity, lingers like dust on temple stones, a sacrifice that haunts him. In a flame in Byzantium, Olivia, a radiant figure with cascading dark blonde hair, kindles a spark in 6th century Constantinople. Their dance beneath golden chandeliers defies the centuries, a fleeting rebellion against time. Yet the tides of Byzantine intrigue pull her from his side, her silhouette fading against a stormy horizon, leaving Saint-Germain's heart to fracture once more. In Writ in Blood, 937 AD, introduces Ranegonda, a noblewoman whose auburn hair and sea-blue eyes match her unyielding strength. Saint-Germain loves her with a ferocity that scares him, but her mortality is a relentless countdown. Therefore, he guards her through war's chaos, but her fragile humanity cuts deeper than any Saxon blade. By Born in Blood, 1817. Switzerland, he's beside Hero, a widow drowning in grief, her dark hair framing a face pale with sorrow. He offers solace, but her pain mirrors his own, a stark reminder he cannot mend every broken soul. In Commedia della Morte, the French reign of terror reignites his fight. Madelaine, now a vampire, faces the guillotine's shadow. He weaves through Paris's blood-soaked streets, dodging mobs, but the fear of losing her forever claws at his resolve. Each century hones Saint-Germain's wisdom, yet adds to his burden. In Sustenance, post-World War II Europe, he shields American exiles from McCarthy's ruthless witch hunts. His elegance masks a gnawing fear, but betrayal lurks, threatening his fragile sanctuary. In Saint-Germain, Memoirs, quieter moments surface, a pirate ship rocking on first millennium seas, a scholar's desk in 14th century Padua, an olive grove in ancient Greece. These aren't battles, but introspections, where he grapples with time's weight, his memories a ledger of loves lost. Therefore he endures, but each recollection is a stone in his heart, heavy with what he's left behind. Yarbro's Saint-Germain reshapes the vampire archetype. Before Lestar's theatrics or Edward's brooding, he was the noble undead, choosing compassion over dominion. In Hotel Transylvania, he spurns Dracula's cruelty, offering liberation where others bring chains. His foes aren't stakes or sunlight, but human failings, cruelty, ignorance, fear. In Darker Jewels, Ivan's paranoia nearly undoes him, yet he outmaneuvers it. In Sustenance, McCarthy's zeal tests his cunning, but he prevails. His eroticism, as some might call it, is a delicate trust, not predation, captivating readers across over 25 novels with its quiet intensity. What, then, is Saint-Germain's legacy? He's more than a vampire. He's a mirror for resilience. Every love, Madelaine, Olivia, Ranegonda, carves a piece from him, yet he chooses to care, to feel, to fight. His story asks, how do you find meaning when time erases all you hold dear? Yarbro's answer lies in his defiance, his refusal to let despair claim him. Picture him now, in 2025, standing atop a city's skyline, neon lights casting shadows on his pale face, his dark eyes carrying 4,000 years of loss. He's proof you don't need eternity to live with heart, just the courage to keep loving. What's your take on Saint-Germain's eternal fight?